Through the Looking Glass and What Alice Found There is a novel by Lewis Carroll, written in 1871. It is a sequel to Alice's Adventure in Wonderland and takes place 6 months later. In the novel, Alice's adventure occurs on the other side of a mirror, most commonly referred to as the Mirror World. In Rule Rose, in the Unlucky Cloverfield chapter, one gets the following response if X is pressed while standing near the mirror in the men's lavatory. Could it be because the mirror is cracked? For a moment, the reflection in the mirror looked like the old orphanage. Taking this into account, this can suggest to the player that the world of the airship is sort of the mirror world of the orphanage. If we look at the game like this, then this can open up a lot of light on various events and elements in the game, as well as aspects of plot structure. First, let us look at a couple of illustrations by John Tenniel in Through the Looking Glass and What Alice Found There. In these pictures, Alice is making a transition in a room from the normal world to the mirror world. Let us look at both the clock and the vase in each illustration. In the normal world, they look like your everyday inanimate objects used to tell time or hold flowers. But in the mirror world, the clock and the vase have faces consisting of eyes, a mouth, and a nose. Let's take this observation and apply it to Rule Rose. In the orphanage world of the Little Princess chapter, a save point consists of an inanimate object which was placed there for fun or games. This seems to be the case for everything found in the orphanage. But as soon as she makes a transition to the airship world of the Unlucky Cloverfield chapter, objects start talking to her. The headless Bucket Knight requests, "Lass, please help me find my head. Once I am whole again, I'll return the favor." The rubbish bin tells Jennifer, "My belly is as dark as night and as deep as the abyss. Anything in the world that is dropped will be collected inside it." The door with the gift box tells Jennifer, "Give me a beautiful butterfly, one per person. Is that clear? No gift, no entry. Is that clear? Give me a butterfly. Give me a butterfly. Find one and you shall be invited to join the aristocrat club." When you return later with the butterfly, it says, "You call this a beautiful butterfly? Are you blind? Give me a beautiful, beautiful butterfly, and then you will be allowed to join the aristocrat club." Scissors also seem to speak to Jennifer. "No thanks necessary. No thanks necessary. You might have been better off being bound than free to feel pain. So scary." In Through the Looking Glass of What Alice Found There, Alice is dreaming while on both sides of the looking glass. So the transition at the looking glass is not one of leaving the real world to enter a dream world. She has already unknowingly left the real world before going through the looking glass into the mirror world. Similarly, if Jennifer is dreaming the story of the Rule of Rose game, she's dreaming while on both sides, in the orphanage world, where objects don't speak to her, to the airship world, where objects do speak to her. The initial looking glass room that Alice transitions to is a room that looks very much like the room she came from, but has been transformed by fantasy elements. The same could be said to an extent about Jennifer's transition to the airship world via the initiation ceremony at the end of the Little Princess chapter. For instance, the filth room of the airship resembles the filth room in the orphanage, as seen in these examples. Jennifer tied to the pillar. The Bucket Knight. in the rubbish bin. Also, if we look at the bunk beds of the airship world, they also resemble the bunk beds found in the dormitory of the orphanage. The shared identity is also revealed in other ways during the game. At the end of the Bird of Happiness chapter, we observe as Eleanor walks to the gift box with the dead red bird, a direct transition from the world of the airship to the world of the orphanage. So, what do you think? Do you see the influence through the looking glass on what Alice found there had on the game? Was this done on purpose and used as a way to influence the game's story and atmosphere? Or is it just a mere coincidence that both novel and game share similar elements? See you in the next video.